Prime Minister called upon the concerned to take initiative to ensure that every student is trained as a scout. The 22nd presidential election of the country will be held on February 19. Mirpur's Pallavi station of Metro Rail has been opened to commuters today. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to myTV News. I'm Farhan Yasmin with your newsroom today. You are watching headlines. Now the details. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has stressed the need for strengthening the Scouts movement involving each of the students as it helps make children worthy to lead Bangladesh towards developed, prosperous and smart country by 2041. The Prime Minister said she wants to strengthen the Scout movement more prominently by providing every student in each of the education institutions across the country with Scout training as it helps build children with an open mind that is required to stay away from militancy, terrorism, drugs and corruption. She was addressing as the chief guest of 2032 Asia Pacific Scout Jamboree and the concluding ceremony of the 11th National Scout Jamboree 2022 at the National Scouts Training Center at Gazipur's Mochak. The Prime Minister called upon the concerned to take initiative to ensure that every student is trained as a scout. The 22nd presidential election of the country will be held on February 19. The voting will start at 2 p.m. and continue till 4 p.m. at Jatiyo সংসদ Bhavan. CC Kazi Habibullah announced the election schedule at Nirbachon Bhavan in Dhaka on Wednesday. He said that the last day of submission of nomination papers is February 12. The nomination scrutiny will take place on February 13. The deadline for withdrawal of candidacy is February 14. According to the Constitution, a new president has to be elected within 90 to 60 days prior to the end of the incumbent president's tenure. President Abdul Hamid is set to complete his tenure on April 23 this year. Newly 1 month after the inauguration of the Metro Rail service in Dhaka, Mirpur's Pallavi station has been opened to commuters today. Now commuters can travel from Uttara North Station to Pallavi, Pallavi to Uttara and Agargarh to Pallavi. Besides, a new timing has been set for Metro Rail as it will run from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. instead of 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. considering the demand of the passengers. The gates were opened at 8 a.m. for purchasing tickets according to Dhaka Mass Transit Company Limited. The rail operation till Motijhel may start by the end of 2024 and Komlapur by 2025. The country is producing 4.7 million tons of various food grains, including rice, wheat, corn, said the Minister of Agriculture, Dr. Abdul Razzaq. Besides, agricultural production has quadrupled since independence. In the morning of the capital, Somani Shomiti Auditorium, he said that the importance of agriculture in the economy is immense. The current government has taken various steps to ensure food security. Meanwhile, in the same event, Food Minister Sadhan Chandra Mujumdar said that the country has the highest stock of rice ever. There is no chance of famine, stating that Amani has had a bumper yield this year. He said Boro's yield is also expected to be good. He urged everyone to be aware of prevent wastage of food. BNP's wayfarers have become a disoriented like a lost traveler, says Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir. He made this comment at a rally organized by Dhaka Metropolitan South Awami League on the occasion of Mass Uprising Day in the front of the party's central office at Bangabandhu Avenue today. Obaidul Qadir said that the BNP has formed an alliance of 54 parties, but they have been affected by the mustard. He also warned that if Awami League starts playing in the field, BNP will not be found in the field of politics. Bangladesh will not accept any Russian ship under U.S. sanctions, said Foreign Minister A.K. Abdul Momen on the occasion of the 21st anniversary of the Bangabandhu Foundation in the morning today. After paying a tribute to the portrait of Bangabandhu, he said in response to the queries of the journalists that the goods of the ship under the ban will come to the country, but there will be a delay. Detectives of Narcotics Control Directorate have arrested the bus driver of St. Martin Transport and his accomplice, the mastermind of the ice smuggling ring, in the morning at the organization office in Gandaria. The additional director of the Directorate, Zafarullah Kajol, told reporters about this. He said that a special joint team of the Divisional Intelligence Office arrested bus driver Mohammad Jahangir Alam, the master of the Coxbazar-based ice smuggling gang, along with his associate Mohammad Mehdi Hassan, along with 1.7 kg of ice from North Saidabad. A lighter vessel loaded with fertilizer sank in Pashu River at Harbaria area of Mongla Port. The accident took place at 3:30 last night at Harbaria in the port. The sunken lighter vessel was carrying 500 metric tons of fertilizer. The 9 sailors who were on board at the time of the accident fell into the river and were later rescued by the Coast Guard. Captain Shahin Mazid, harbour master of Mongla Port Authority, said that when a foreign ship called Supreme Valor collided with it while turning around, water entered the engine room of the Shahjala Express 2 lighter. He also said that the siege channel of the port is normal after the accident. Viewers, now international news. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz has decided to send Leopard 2 tanks to Ukraine. Apart from this, the country will also allow this tank, which is with other European countries, to be sent to Kiev. Leopard 2 tank is manufactured in Germany, and many other countries have brought these tanks for them. However, if countries that have a Leopard 2 want to send it to the third country, they will need German's permission. But Berlin was hesitant to send tanks to Ukraine, fearing that the tension with Russia could escalate. However, German media reports that Chancellor Olaf Scholz has agreed to send 14 Leopard 2 tanks to Ukraine for the time being after international pressure. Meanwhile, Russia has announced a change in its war strategy after Germany decided to send Leopard 2 tanks. Secret documents have also been recovered from the house of former U.S. Vice President Mike Pence. After Trump and Biden, this is the latest case of the secret documents being found in the homes of top U.S. government officials. Earlier, several secret documents were recovered from the house of the current U.S. President Joe Biden. According to international media, a lawyer discovered the documents at Mike Pence's Indiana home last week. They were later handed over to the US FBI. Such secret documents were previously recovered from the homes of current President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump. Viewers, now sports. Bangladesh is taking on United Arab Emirates in the Under-19 Women's World Cup. The match will start at Potchefstroom in the South Africa at 5:45 p.m. Bangla Standard Time. The young Tigresses, who started the tournament with impressive wins over Australia and Sri Lanka, were defeated in the first match of the Super 6 against host South Africa. Disha Vishwa's team is almost certain to be eliminated from the tournament by 5 wickets. However, in addition to a big win against the Emirates, Bangladesh can reach the semis if the result of the other matches in the group are unfavorable. We are about to end the headlines once again. Prime Minister called upon the concerned to take initiative to ensure that every student is trained as a scout. The 22nd presidential election of the country will be held on February 19. Mirpur's Polo Bay station of Metro Rail has been opened to commuters today. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz has decided to send Leopard 2 tanks to Ukraine. Bangladesh is taking on United Arab Emirates in the Under-19 Women's World Cup tonight. Thanks for being with us. To join with MyTV News on, visit YouTube/mytvbd news. To watch all our programs, visit YouTube/mytvbangla, Facebook/mytvbangla. Our next bulletin will be at 7:30 p.m. Stay connected and Allah Hafiz.